new oracle cards I got called Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. Okay. And I got a book with it that I do plan on using, okay? So, the Empress on the left, the Emperor on the right. 2 cards for each person. If it could get a little long, maybe I should do one. Yeah, we'll do one. So God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please give us some clear and concise messages for a twin flame reading. These 2 cards just pop out. Change and transition. They both about the same, ain't it? Some type of change, some type of transition. They just pop out. We ain't gonna get into them, but I feel like there's some type of change or transition approaching for somebody, okay, that this might resonate with. A card for the Empress and a card for the Emperor. What we got, spirit? Oh, now my ring's gonna all come falling off. So let's just take them off. I think they're just so cute with the nails, though. Pop them to the side for a second. All right. So, let's see. Don't mind that shuffling, it ain't me. Look out for the Empress. Coerce. The Empress got coerce. The frequency of coerce supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. Okay, that seems like a nice little powerful energy to have. Not that you out trying to coerce people and give me one for the Emperor. He ain't cooperating. But they say communication and change. Funny, change and transition came out together. Communication and change. Okay, well, I guess I got no choice. I'll keep those 2 for him. But now we just need one more for the Divine Feminine. That's how it's going to be. Authority. Oh, I like it. Somebody's in the power. And I like it. Look on the bottom, though. Empowerment. Oh, this is about frequencies. Okay, so I'm reading out the book because I don't want to miss nothing. So we're going to start ladies first. Gentlemen, back up, okay? Masculine energies, back up, okay? You ain't even got to be a gentleman. Back up if you're masculine, okay? Just saying, it's not your turn yet. Just kidding, please. Don't take me serious. I joke a lot. Don't get your feelings hurt. I'm just playing, okay? Moving right along. Coerce, number 13. Let's talk about it. Let's get the book. This is about bringing, it says it's the frequency of getting your mind and your heart to work together in sync so that it can manifest your desires. I like that. And then they gave you authority. Let's read this before we get up in that book. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and yet realized, receptive, wise, and loving. Woo! That means that they know that they're powerful. They stand in that power, but they still don't take advantage or misuse that power. Ooh, tell them, Spirit, tell them. Give me 13. Where's it at? Ooh. It's going to be a good reading right up in here today. As soon as when they maybe shuffle a little quieter, I don't know. Maybe I picked the wrong time. But I'm going to just speak a little louder if I have to, okay? So, which this is the same thing as the book. The frequency of coerce supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. Coherence can be described as a state of harmony, union, or connection. In the new energy, and is a reference to a human being. Coherence has to do with a state in which the mind and the heart harmoniously flow together. Whether we are functioning as an individual, a community, or a group, the new energy is asking us to find balance between our thinking and our feeling. We can no longer rely solely on our analytical mind, nor can we just have our feelings guide the way. Every part of us has to come together in harmony, in a harmonious, coherent state of being. Only then can we navigate these new energies to become multi-dimensional human beings that are in control of their reality. To be powerful manifestors, it is imperative to not only set clear intentions with our mind, but to have our emotional state of being with the heart at its center in alignment as well. When mind and heart come together in perfect unison, when intention saturates every layer of our being, every cell of our body, and every thought of our minds, we become unstoppable creators of our own reality. The basis of this activation is the flower of life, representing the universe as a whole, as well as the grid on which all form-based manifestations occurs in the three-dimensional plane. All forms are harmoniously flowing together on this grid. Whatever new form is created, whatever color is birthed, each has to find its balanced place within the whole of this reality. Conceptually, circles stand for everything and nothing at all. Balance and infinity, purity and freedom. The many colors of the activations are representative of all the many layers and aspects of our being, as they are involved in the process of harmonious coherence. It made me feel like I should have got one card. The green in the center symbolizes the heart. That's in this middle. The center is the heart. The green in the center symbolizes the heart and its essence, and its essential role at the core of everything. The water in the background indicates the real of the heart as well, the emotional plane. The blue in the background. The color blue represents our ability to communicate clearly. It is considered to be the color of truth, the language of the mind. The number 6 is associated with harmony, balance, and love. I told that to my cousin yesterday. She said, I thought 6 was the devil. I said, and I thought you got tricked. Anyways, somebody is needing to make their heart and not really make, but find a balance between heart and mind. Because I feel like your mind's telling you no. But your body is telling you yes. Am I allowed to sing R. Kelly? I don't know. Is that offensive? I don't know. Anyway, somebody's heart is saying one thing and their mind is saying another. So they're needing to find a balance between the mind and the heart when it comes to this whole twin flame. I'm talking to an Empress energy at this time. Okay, be wise, be receptive, and be loving when you're making this decision. Okay, because there might be some type of authority that you hold here at this time. The word authority has mostly been used to describe the powers that rule, govern, lead, direct, control, and protect. It has also been closely associated with the powers that dominate, suppress, enforce, demand, and scare us. Authority is about power. True authority is generated by maturity, knowledge, wisdom, experience, and inner balance. This kind of power comes from within, where it is deeply rooted in a solid connection to source. Externally, this power expresses itself as presence, the ability to be completely in the moment, with full awareness of every aspect of oneself, all senses fully engaged, while being completely centered in the heart. Internally, this power steps back to witness, allowing us to perceive and discern without attachment. From all this, a new form of authority arises, one that leads, shares, directs, and conducts with benevolence, grace, compassion, wisdom, and integrity. This kind of authority inspires trust, creates, collaborates, and partnerships. It is receptive in nature and expresses the journey inward, where connection with self and source becomes one. I like that. Green represents the energy that abundantly flows from the heart. Turquoise represents the heart chakra from the heart. Turquoise represents the high heart chakra, sometimes referred to as the thymus chakra, the place where heart and throat energies merge into loving expression of truth. Gold and yellow represent abundance, truth, enlightenment, and self-realization. In numerology, 3 is considered a Cadillac number. A, not a Cadillac, a catalytic. A catalytic number. It stands for energy that speeds up or creates reaction between two unrelated things without necessarily changing itself. And there are many 6s in this image, which represents balance. 6 is associated with harmony, love, and balance, as well as a structure designed with efficiency. Conceptually, circles stand for everything and nothing at all, and freedom, infinity, purity, and in balance, infinity, purity, and freedom. I'm trying to speak too fast because both of these cards gave the same ending. They started different, but they gave the same ending. Wow. I like that. This is about the mind, the heart, and the void, the throat coming together to speak the truth for what's on their heart. I like that. Okay, well, let's keep going. I'm going to clarify with the tarot because obviously the oracle cards get a little bit more difficult. Okay, so let's talk about divine masculine. And on your side, we got change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully distance. I'm just saying whatever the fuck I want to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and birth of the new. Somebody's accepting change, or they're in the transition to get on board with change. Okay, and then the next card is communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outcoming, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. So somebody's needing to ask their heart, is this true? That's basically what they're saying. Whatever goes out, whatever comes in, you need to make sure you ask your heart. Because the heart is the source. Is basically what this is saying, and it really is. Your heart shouldn't make every single decision, but it should be included, right? Change is the only constant thing we can count on. Like the seasons, everything comes and goes in cycles. The ebb and flow, the day and night, the death and rebirth. Good times are followed by challenging times, followed by weird times, followed by ecstatic times. Nothing stays the same for long. Life itself demands movement and change to perpetuate itself. Change is represented by the turning of a circle or a wheel, showing us the forever changing nature of everything in the universe. In fact, the very concept of the universe is changing, and we are slowly accepting that the multiverse might be more appropriate. This might be a more appropriate description. How we handle this constant change depends on where the center of our awareness lies. When we are deeply rooted in our own core, in our heart, at the center of the circle, the movements of change affect us less than when we are focused on the outward parts of ourselves, the outer part of the circle, as on spinning the wheel. The closer we are to the center, the steadier everything is. The transparent red square that particularly covers the wheel is our perception of our form-based or physical world, which appears to be solid, but is really only another layer of reality. The lights on the corners remind us of our ability to reach beyond the illusionary three-dimensional boundaries at any time we choose. From the center, 5 beautiful flowers. Wait a minute. I was gonna say, why does it look like I don't see no flowers? Oh, okay, I do see the flowers. Can y'all see the flowers? They there. Let me scoot it up a little bit. From the center, 5 beautiful flowers emerge slowly, flowing outward. Or is that the other way around? Are the flowers emerging from the edge on our out awareness into our center? In numerology, the number 5 is associated with change. And these flowers represent the beautiful potential for new life and possibilities to grow from each new moment, even in the midst of seemingly chaotic change. So even though sometimes things is harsh and it hurts, it feels like it's a painful ending or a painful change happening. It's also a moment to grow and blossom into a beautiful flower. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Communication. Moving right along to the next card for you masculine energy. It's communication. Communication is the process of sharing information between the sender and the recipient. For humans, this is usually takes place through spoken or written words, gestures, behaviors, or touch. But it can also happen through more subtle language like chemistry and energetics. Communication is at the core of all relations, whether interpersonal or between people, whether interpersonal, aka between people, or the way in which our inner world and body talk to us. While words have predominantly been the way humankind has communicated for most of its modern history, the new energy invites us, even requires us, to develop our abilities to receive, translate, and share the messages that arise from the depths of us. Most of these messages will emerge as feelings, intuitive thoughts, and we might find that the words we have been using for so long hold far more complex and subtle energies than we ever imagined. And that leads to realizing more expanded and subtle meanings as well. The dolphins that swirl when I get to explaining, I want to make sure y'all can see it. The dolphins that swirl inside the 4 circles of this activation are representative of the mastery of relations. They support the awakening and developing of subtle communications while reminding us to keep a playful attitude as we learn these new skills. Meanwhile, the number 4 represents the form-based world which we live in. It is a reminder of the importance of applying all that we learn to the reality we collectively choose to create on this plane. The triangles in the middle represent the inner union and balance between the feminine and the masculine. The upward triangle symbolizes connection to source, and the abundant blues indicate the open throat chakra. So clear and unrestricted that communication flows effortlessly. Green represents the presence of an open heart, allowing love and compassion to pour into its external without restrictions and boundaries. The turquoise represents a higher heart, the place where the energies from the heart, from the throat merge into the loving expression of truth, and surrounding the deep purple spaces represents the origin of clear, insightful perception through the open third eye. That's funny. Not funny, but that's good, because that means boundaries and restrictions. That means religion is one thing. People are restricted based upon religion. You won't love people because of this, or you won't love people because they come from a different background. Restrictions, whatever restrictions people, change is happening here for you masculine energy. Something's changing, and there's communication around it as well. So let's go. I'm gonna leave these to them because I'm not about to do a whole reading with this. We'll be here for a whole 3 hours. So I'm gonna do them, but then I'm gonna clarify with the tarot, because that's gonna break it down to a more I can break it down. Like if it's a fraction, like a fraction. Okay, let's say that. You get a fraction and you got to break it down to its lowest remainder. Let's do it like that. We're going to say this is a fraction, and we're about to bring it down to its lowest remainder. Okay, to its lowest term, form, whatever. People probably like, what the fuck is she talking about? I don't know. Shit, I'm trying to just make it make sense. So tell me about this coherence for the feminine. Why is coherence here? For the feminine, tell me about coherence for divine feminine. Tell me about coherence. Why is it here for the divine feminine energy? Chariot, 8 of Swords. A dwelling. I'm getting the energy of dwelling when I look at this 5 of Cups on the bottom. I feel like somebody's been dwelling on possibly a lesson, or they've been dwelling on some lesson that they learned with the Emperor. holding on to something, burdens that they need to put down, something like that, okay? But I feel like that's what was happening, because the coherence, hey May, hey greater good, because the coherence in the matter is stepping in and say, hey girl, hey honey, we need to get our mind and our heart on the same page so we can see what's going to happen. So what I feel like is that somebody had allowed at some point. I don't feel like they have now, and I feel like they stayed, they dwelled in it a little bit, in the lesson of the thing of the things. They held on to something and dwelled into the lesson of things where they needed to put down the burdens. Do I feel like they're doing that now? No, but I feel like there is a battle between. I don't feel like their mind is and their heart is on the same page. I feel like their mind is one place and their heart is somewhere else. Okay, so I feel as if the Eight of Swords, this is your thoughts getting the best of you, right? Feeling trapped in your mind, okay? And then we have the Chariot, which is about moving forward and not looking back, okay? Cancer energy. Then we have the King of Wands, which is about taking charge, taking a leadership role. And then the Knight of Pentacles, which is about moving slow, being meticulous, and, you know, planning it out solidly, because when he come in, he don't really plan to go nowhere, right? So this is the thing, though. I feel like it's a masculine energy here. That somebody that you might have put the burdens down with. Maybe you held on to this person for so long, but you finally decided to let go. And here he comes in here. King of Wands to the slow-moving knight finally comes rolling up in this door, but you already decided that it was a burden and you want to put it down after holding on for so long, maybe being trapped in your mind and deciding, you know what, we just got to get on. The heart and your mind come into balance and decide moving on is the best for us. We got to lead ourselves out the situation. But let's just get some more. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. You lost hope in the situation. Or you lack faith in it. With the Star card reverse. See, at some point, somebody wasn't sure if moving on was the right thing for them to do. They was caught up in their thoughts. They lacked. They begin to lack faith in the situation. Hi, Misty. Hey, thanks for the love, May. Sending it right back. I haven't learned how to type on my phone yet while I'm live, but I'll get it. I'll get it together. See, somebody lacked faith in a situation, but... And I feel like it was due to messages that they would receive from somebody. So they made choices, movements, and decisions to move on forward. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Yeah, you would get fight back, push back, ego. I know, it's hard, isn't it, greater good? So you get fight, push back, argument, ego. When you receive communication, so that just be like, you know, I don't, you know, it make you lose a little faith, a little hope in it. Make you, matter of fact, even want to restrict yourself from even talking to somebody. From even thinking about it. You want to restrict yourself from the thoughts altogether. You move on with the Chariot. But then the Authority is, I feel like that's when you're standing your ground. You're standing in your power. You're being directed. You're not being wise. Still caring and loving, but not at the same time firm. And then that's a lesson. You know, I got to that point. And the point, see, that's where at some point you be like, damn, Lord, you want... the lesson is different for everybody. But for me, I'm going to speak for myself. When I got to that point of where I felt empty and I felt lost, it was because that I kept giving. I was under a test the whole time. And it's not that I'm not... It's not my emperor. It's that you're not... So it's a test. It's like we get thrown in. We show a mirror to each other and it's a test. You ain't supposed to deplete yourself for another. Okay, it's supposed to be a time where you take an exit. It's supposed to be a time where I love you a lot, but I love myself more than that. To just let me just be here depleted, and just to let me, you know, and that's a lot of the times for me, that was my lesson. So, because I just gave everything. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about this and I didn't care about that. I was just too busy trying to give, trying to please, trying to this. Because the emperor this, the emperor that, the emperor that. I even, at one point, I stopped doing tarot for a long time because the Emperor didn't approve of that. He still don't, but I don't give a fuck about what he approve of, because I'd rather be by myself than just have somebody to say I got somebody. If he can't get with my tarot, then he just gonna have to get lost, and that's just what it's gonna have to be. But what I know to be true is that religion is just a factor, and then just like in this card, it's just a restriction, right? So this is what I know to be true. So I don't have time to sit around arguing with a motherfucker who sit there and tell me that I'm going to go to hell because I want to do tarot, or it's bad to this and it's bad to that. Because at this point, then it lets me know that you need to wipe off your... wipe off a chakra or two, baby, and get with the program. Until then, I don't want to argue with nobody. You'll live and you'll learn. But I don't want to sit here and go back and forth wasting my precious energy on trying to teach somebody something who they ain't listen because they think they know everything. I just ain't got time. Get your tower and I'll see you later, because that's how it works. You know, I've been there too. So I don't want to deal with that. I'm cool. I'm good on my own. Right? So what about Gary clarify? I want to know about the King of Wands and what's going on with him. Why he even on this side over here? Talk about the King of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I ain't see me roll my eyes right. I ain't mean to do that out loud. Something in my eye. I'm just bullshitting. Yeah, I roll my eyes. Oh, well. Ace of Pentacles. That's what made me roll my eyes. Because people just, I don't know. I guess things happen that they have to happen the way they have to happen, because we have to learn lessons too. As an Empress, you learn lessons and then you learn it, and then you get the aha moment and everything makes sense. But until you seem caught up, stagnated, you feel stuck. But then one day, things just make sense and you be like, oh, I get it. You know? And then you got your lesson, you conquered, and then boom, here come the Emperor. It just works. I don't know, and maybe the Emperor don't come. Yeah, I don't really know how people's story end. Everybody's different, once again, okay? Tell me about this Hanging Man. There's a stagnation or a blockage when it comes to a brand new beginning. Or there was. I don't know if there is still. Five of Cups. There was a blockage. The Five of Cups was a blockage because somebody was too busy focusing on the past to focus on the future. The Cup, the Leap of Faith, the Ace of Pentacles. That's what this King of Wands is taking charge of, because the transformation change is happening, which is odd because it says that on his side too. He got change over there, which it says some type of transformation has happened with this King of Wands. He's got some type of knowledge or some type of truth, or cut something out. Could be a King of Pentacles. But now somebody's trying to put the work in after a new perspective. And the Hangman, you know, it was a stagnation. But this change, the Page of Swords coming in, says that Hangman taught it taught us perspective change. And that's what happens. It starts moving quickly. Eight of Wands, something happens swiftly. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. The Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, and the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Perspective change from mentally conflicted. Six of Swords is getting in the calmer waters from when somebody didn't put in no work. Somebody was in and out taking what they needed and leaving, but they did all this to wish fulfillment, but they could not see it at the time that this was wish fulfillment, or that they would need to be spinning this block again. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles reverse. Somebody didn't put work in. They didn't put work into a path that was destined to a gift that the universe gave them. Oh, look at that card. It's just already flipped. The King of Pentacles. The universe offered him something. There was a path destined for him to be on, but he didn't put no work into it. Ooh. Because he was in and out. He was too busy doing what he wanted to do. But then a judgment call made. And then the Queen of Swords gives truth or cuts it out. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Since he wants to be out so bad, let's talk about him. Let's ask about him. He's got anxiety. Nine of Swords, stressed out, maybe staying up at night. Nine of Wands, because he was too guarded. That's what it was. He was too guarded. And now a Tower moment is happening behind it. When it comes to this spiritual connection, when it comes to possibly this Queen of Cups, somebody's learning the truth. Or somebody's seeing the fear or the toxic behaviors or something. I don't know what's going on. Tell me about the Tower. Somebody could be dealing with a Scorpio. The King of Swords. To the Ten of Tups. To the Ten of Tups. I don't know how I was going to say that. To the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Three of Cups reverse. There's the change. There's the restrictions. There's the foundations. There's traditions coming up. Ways you was taught. All of this stuff that keeps you bound. There's the release of it right there. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Because it doesn't bring in any reason to celebrate. It puts a restriction out there that says, hey, you can't go out and be happy with the person you love for whatever reason. August, damn. Yeah, you ain't, it's just, it be deeper than just your heart. It be in your soul. You know? And that's why I feel so bad for so long. There's a pain on the inside, and I need you to myself. Page of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Cups. See, somebody's sorry. Somebody's apologetic for the confusion, the illusion, and they want to try to bring in new energy. They want to try to patch it up for the future. Because they end up seeing it as wish fulfillment. Some type of shift, some type of change. I feel like the restrictions start dropping. All the limitations come out the way. Thank you, greater good. Girl. I just pray for the Lord to shine the truth on all the situations, because I don't know. At the end of the day, I want to do whatever the Lord wants me to do. And I just don't know how it's going to turn out, right? I want to be obedient. And I be careful what I pray for at the same sense, because you just never know. The devil's busy out here, and you just never really know the nature of the war between him and the Lord. So, I don't know. I just try to be obedient and a servant. At this point, the world is just going to shit. We can all see it. But I'm just keeping my faith, okay? That's all I can do. So now we're going to go over here to Mr. Masculine side. This reading going to be quite a little while. The masculine side. Starting about, what? We'll start him at all the threes. Maybe it's time for him to have a new beginning. Okay, tell me about this change here. For the masculine. I got my Mr. Fog. I choose Crumble Dream, because that's the one I like, okay? I never change. I never switch it. I always get the same one. Tell me about this. The universe is funny. They're funny like that. I never change. I never switch. I get the same one, and then I look down. That's a metaphor for somebody. And the better you get on your spiritual journey, which I was breaking this down in the card. I was reading it from that book. It forces you to get good at your journey, at your spiritual gifts, because you'll be lost out here. You'll be tricked in this world. Somebody doesn't want to change now. This is not particularly about me and my babe. It could be, but it's a flavor that somebody prefers. You see, the preferences. That's the problem right there. And when you're so stuck and set on that preference or that way of doing things or that way of being, change is a little hard for you. That's for somebody. I need to quit smoking the vape altogether. I know that, but Well, I do. I'm going to be smoking this Crumble Dream because it's a good one. I'm going to try to quit maybe at some point, but they don't affect me as much as cigarettes, and it helped me quit. So it works for me, okay? Mind your business. Tell me about this change card for the masculine energy. That's probably how the masculine feel. Mind your business. I change it when I get ready. Ooh, no, that ain't how you feeling, baby. Cause look at that love. I got love all over me. Baby, you touch every part of me. Hey, Merry Christmas. I mean, that's what they feeling. He got love on the brain. Look at that. Love on the brain. Love on the brain. I'm going to tell you why I'm so happy about this. Because this is being trapped in your mind by fear, by thoughts. This is saying, fuck that fear. I'm going to be strong. Ooh. You better get it, Mr. Masculine. You better get it. Look. Okay, well, I feel happy. Look, somebody getting courageous at this thing. You better get it. Change. It's time. Change is inevitable. That's one thing we can see in this world, that we can avoid a lot of things, but we can't avoid change, okay? Tell me about the Strength card. What the masculine gonna do? I got my eyes open. Strength card says he's going to be courageous, that he's going to walk away from stagnation so that he can manifest what his heart truly desires. With the Magician card says that he has all the tools he needs to do so. It just, he needed the courageous. He had to let go of his fear first, and he's doing it. I still feel like there's some things that he still don't understand. Some type of mental confliction. Maybe even some hurt that he even may be holding on to between him and his Empress. But the love is there, and the love is strong, and love conquers all. Okay. What is he walking away from? The fear, obviously. But what is he... He's walking away from the lies so he can stand in the truth. He's cut out some things, and he's learned some lessons. And he's ready to be courageous. He's ready to take a leap of faith. He's ready to persevere. He's ready to be the emperor. Because he gained a new perspective, and he's making a final decision. Because love conquers all. I'm sorry, I'm playing all day. But shit, we only live once, damn it. I'm living to the fullest out here. Mind your business, okay? Tell me about the devil in reverse. That's the release of fear right there. Because that's what kept him stagnated. He's ready to apologize. Because the tower, ooh, that tower don't play, do it, Mr. Masculine. I know it don't. I've been hit with a few myself. So the tower come in and it helped him conquer this fear. It helped him want to offer a small gesture of love, maybe apologize, but it helped him to want to do what makes him happy. It helped him want to conquer, divide and conquer in this union. See, somebody was too focused on the past to focus on the cup. But now that they're releasing the fear and being trapped in their mind, they can see it clearly. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. What had them trapped in their mind in the first place? A lack of perspective. A lack of perspective when it comes to a connection. Somebody lacked perspective about this destiny. Oh, but they got it now. So when they lack perspective, they left the destiny out in the cold. But I feel like they're going to be coming to try to resurrect it. Following their intuition. And the intuition going to have it moving quickly. The Chariot don't go backwards. He go forward. Not knowing what's going to happen with the moon energy, but moving towards the person as they see is the one. That's the Queen of Wands. The King of Wands over there. What's the King of Pentacles doing out here? Oh, okay. That's a whole different deck. Okay, never mind. Never mind. He was on the top. He just slid out. He ain't come out on his own. So anyway, the Emperor is going through, the masculine energy is going through some type of change where they're, in a sense, owning up to who they are. Accepting the change. Not being afraid of it and taking charge of it. And that deserves some cool points. Okay. Next card, we got communication. So I feel like some type of communication will be expressed. Some kind of communication will be had. Well, something like that. Okay. Tell me about this communication for the Emperor. Why is that here for the Emperor? Communication. The Four of Wands. The Six of Wands. Let's back up real quick, because I need to go see about the Hermit in the first pile. Tell me about the Hermit real quick before we move out and move on to communication. I knew that. I knew that, Spirit. It taught this person to follow their intuition and follow the depth of their heart. Follow their dreams. Look, somebody's inspired by you. Somebody's inspired by this divine feminine woman to follow their dreams, follow their heart, follow their intuition. Inspiration. Not only that, they're inspired, but this is what the inspiration ain't what it's about. Not only did you inspire them, but life taught the lesson that you should follow your heart, follow the depth of your heart, and follow your intuition. Okay? Some things don't make sense. Some things you can't, I mean, it makes sense, but you can't logically explain it. Some things just, you're meant to go out and feel it. You're supposed to trust in it, into the divine. You know, you ain't going to tell you everything, because the devil's busy. Come on, he can't reveal everything. You got to just get out and trust him. Okay, and know that he's going to keep you safe. Tell me more about communication. So there he is. There it is. Whoop, there it is. There go the night. The night of communication. Honest communication. So somebody rushes in quick and they say that they talk about healing. They talk about being victorious. They talk about the union. They talk about burdens. These two together make a 10. They talk about burdens that need to be put down. They talk about the time where they spent too much time focusing on the past and they couldn't see the love that you was offering. They couldn't see the value of the love that you was trying to give. But they're doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, and they're trying to find the balance because this is a destiny for them. This is what's written in the stars for them. You fulfilled the wishes of them, and they didn't realize that because they was too busy looking at the wrong shit. My. Something, ain't it? Okay. So, tell me about the Knight of Swords. Communication. Now he want to talk about it. He been through the change. Look at him. The Emperor. The Knight of Swords. That's who's riding in on that Knight of Swords. You, Mr. Masculine. Because it's confusion that you need to clear up. Seven of Swords. Confusion that you need to clear up. Confusion that is broken hearts and hurt feelings that you need to make it clear. Because you're a leader. Okay? And you're doing leadership. The right shit because it's the right shit to do. You want to heal this twin flame. That's what you want to do. Look at you out there, girl. Look at you. I see you. Look, you're smiling, ain't you? Somebody want to heal with the Queen of Pentacles, who they've been fighting with. She's smiling. Her ear to ear. This is just a twin flame reading, so I'm just saying somebody's out here. We talking about the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who been arguing. Somebody's trying to find a balance with somebody they've been arguing with in a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn sense, okay? Because they want to heal the twin flame. Mr. Masculine, this is you. Hey, Danny. Thanks for the love, and I'm sending it right back, okay? I can't type out there right now. I'm going to learn how to do it. Maybe it's because I'm on the cell phone. I don't know. But the love is always returned when you send it to me. Somebody's about to be victorious here. And it's all because they conquered their fears. And this is going to rock. This type of love is going to rock your world, baby. Okay? And then when you get in this love and it's loving, and the love is loving, you're going to look and you're going to be like, this is why the devil wanted me to be too scared to reach out and grab it. Yeah. Tell me some more, Spirit. But it was written in the stars, right? And what the Lord got for you, he got for you, and can't nobody take it away. Not even the devil. And that just makes him so mad. I know he do. I know he's so mad and so bitter. Communication is happening about this. It will. I don't know will, but it will. Some type of communication about plans, future plans. Because this is all about balancing the wish fulfillment from a time that I was not paying attention to the right shit. So doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. The King of Pentacles. Stressed out. Needing to transform the situation. So for whoever this resonates with, there's a masculine energy who at one point did not choose a woman because he possibly, and I'm just going to be real, didn't see her as a good fit. Maybe he been through a lot in his life and she reminded him of a woman that he already chose before. Whatever the case may be, he didn't want to go down that path no more because he felt like choosing that type of woman already got him hurt before. So what he did is he went somewhere else. He chose something else, or he didn't choose nothing at all. But then over time, the lessons transpired and he realized, damn, it ain't no better option than that woman right there. So what he learned is that a lot of times we don't really know what the fuck to pick. Right? We got to go through life and experience things to realize what we want and what we don't want. What feels good and what don't feel good. You see what I'm saying? Because at first, guys, you might think you want a pretty old chick with a big old booty. And then the song, you know, when you get you one of them girls that be like the song, that girl is poison. And now you mad at all the girls with the big butts and the pretty smile. You can't trust a girl with a big butt and a smile. So now you mad at all the big booties. So I don't date big booties anymore. Turns out Miss Big Booty Judy right over there was a good woman. I'm just making a point, okay? Don't read too deep into it. I'm just making a point. So if one woman that's like this hurt you, now you writing off all the women that remind you of her, right? They might not even be the same, but they remind you of her just a little bit, tiny bit, slight bit, write her off. And that's just not how it goes. You got to put your discernment out there. You got to read these people. You got to see who's the same and who's different. You got to see who's good enough to be around your energy and who's not. You can't just be writing motherfuckers off due to ego. And you can't just be writing motherfuckers off because they seem the same. Because what seems the same is just not going to be the same. It's just similar, right? Don't mean that we the same. Or don't mean that they the same. Don't mean that y'all the same. Oh, man. As I say, you ain't supposed to tell nobody I'm about to go get you a ring in 3 weeks, girl. I'm going to get my taxes and I'm just playing, girl. He probably didn't say all that, but I just got to always throw some goofy shit in it. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I'm going to get my taxes and I'm going to go get you a ring in 3 weeks. Like, don't tell me no shit like that. I ain't going to be shocked. I'm not going to be surprised. I don't want you to tell me. Don't buy me no motherfucking ring. I don't know, but have y'all ever... I don't know, Misty. Let me know what's going on with you. Look, I'm just doing a twin flame reading, y'all. I ain't doing no personal readings in this one. I'm not, unfortunately. And then a lot of y'all just roll up in here. I ain't seen you a day in my life. Probably ain't even subscribed to the channel, but then y'all want me to give y'all personal. That don't be sitting too well with me. Because I be like, who is this stranger wanting something from me? I'm just telling y'all the truth. Okay. Okay, so there's the twin flame reading because we ain't done one of those in a while. When I get a new tarot deck, y'all know, well, they oracle cards, but I be feeling good and I want to do another reading. And it's the day before Christmas. Y'all know I ain't coming on here tomorrow. Probably shocked as shit that I'm on here today, but I had to finish that Aries reading. I wasn't going to leave them hanging. They was the only people I had to get done. And it turned out to be a success because they over there liking it up. I don't know. They might pass Aquarius up this week. Aquarius hear that, they're going to run over there, start liking all the buttons, hitting the like button from all the YouTube pages. So anyway, y'all, that was the twin flame reading. I am, though, one of these days soon, I'm going to do some free questions. But, Misty, you still out there? That's what I want to know. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. And then I'll ask the question for you. So, are you subscribed to this channel, Misty? I'm going to still ask the question for you whether you are or you ain't. Because I already said I was. And I'm a woman of my word. But I normally don't do, when I'm doing like readings, I normally don't do personal stuff. Some days I try to get out there, but I be feeling like, people don't subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to grow. But then they'll come over and try to get free readings out of me. And I don't like, do you like to feel used, Misty? Because I don't like to feel used. I don't like people to use me. So don't come over here using me for a reading. You ain't going to subscribe. I ain't going to hear from you ever again. But I'm going to give it to you this time. But keep that in the future. Keep that in mind in the future. Because there's a lot of tarot readings out here, And when you come over and be like, let me get something from you, but I don't want to give nothing back. That's the same thing that you don't want a man to do to you, but you want to go out and do it to me, Okay? So let's see what's going on with Misty. God, universe, angels, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I certainly appreciate you. But I was just, you know, I ain't trying to get on your ass or nothing. But, you know, we get what we put out energetically. That's the main thing that I want us to all know. That what you want from the universe, put out there. Like me, I want people to watch my ads. So guess what I do for other people? I watch their ads because I want something. How I'm going to get something that I ain't going to do? You know, so I be watching ads of others. Some people that I watch when I'm subscribed, the ones I really like, I be watching their ads because I know that's how they get paid. And that's how you putting out in the universe to get back what you want. I want people to watch my ads. I'm going to get out there and watch me some ads, okay? So here we go, Misty. What we got? What's going on with you? It's Christmas, okay? Give us something for Misty. Misty don't need nothing. She just need to follow her intuition. She need to listen to her intuition when her intuition is telling her that it's nothing solid coming out of whatever she's doing at this current time. You're feeling stuck at a crossroads when you really got the answer intuitively. There's no way you can be at a crossroads stuck because at this way you use your intuition. If your intuitions already tell you that there's nothing solid being offered at this time, then you need to listen to it and take it for face value. Whatever it is, Ace of Pentacles reverse. You want to be happy with somebody. But somebody who's not offering you nothing solid. You just, what needs to happen, and I'm sorry, because this here, I don't really sugarcoat. I'll just be absolutely honest with you, baby. And I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but what needs to happen is that you're made aware. You see, you maybe somebody makes you really happy, but you know the truth here. They not offering you nothing solid. And instead of accepting that truth, this is you in the card. Just constantly reaching for stability with this person who's standing there telling you or showing you that they don't want nothing solid. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Nothing solid is being offered. So what has to happen is that you know the truth. You just got to accept it at this point. That's what's going on with you, baby, is that you got to accept the truth. And this person don't want to be with you, and that's okay. Because there's plenty motherfuckers out there who do. Fuck them. Put your middle finger up. That's what this is what we got to learn as Empress, divine feminine women. We got to love ourselves so much that it don't matter who the fuck don't. You see what I'm saying? Because I've been through that as a twin flame. Why he don't love me? Why he don't accept me? Why this, why that, fuck it. Middle fingers up, bitch, because I love me. I accept me. I'm going to do my motherfucking thing. You don't like it, then skirt to the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. That's how I'm feeling about it, because nobody's about to make me feel, oh, like I'm not good enough. And that's what you would do. That's what you would feel if you give somebody so much power over you to feel like, well, damn, I want you so bad, and because you won't give me you, then it makes me feel some type of way, right? It's no problem, girl. You all that. And you got to know, you know, I'm sure you know it. But sometimes in love, we allow people to give us, make us take more than we really allow, that we want to accept, you know? So that, just put your foot down on this motherfucker. What's wrong with the person, Spirit? How's the person feeling truly? Emotionally, what's this person's feelings? The King of Cups, the love is there, but they restrict themselves from the love because of whatever reason. And then you down there probably should be considering pouring your love out. But sometimes I'm a Queen of Cups, so I get it. I held on for 3 long years for a motherfucker telling me they don't want to be with me, and I would not accept that. I would not accept that because I knew for a fact that the Lord told me I was a twin flame. But just because I'm a twin flame don't mean shit sails smoothly. Sometimes lessons happen in the midst of you being twin flames, right? So yeah, maybe that's what the Lord did tell me, but that don't mean I'm supposed to settle for less. That don't mean I'm supposed to hold on and just take people's shit because I'm a twin flame. It's lessons and it's levels to the shit. You know what I mean? And I had to learn my own lessons and my own levels and my own self-worth and value, because I would be the same way a couple years back. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord told me, and I know we twin flames, so I'm just trying to wait on the Lord to do something, but the Lord ain't going to let you wait on him. He going to wait on you. This is how you being treated. This is how it makes you feel. You going to accept it? He going to sit right there and let you accept it. Accept it, accept it. Tower hit you, tower hit you, tower hit you. Till you be like, Lord, I love you, but I'm not taking it no more. You know? And that's what he wanted you to do. He wanted you to put yourself first. He wanted you to love yourself so much that you could love a person, but you know when to disconnect from them because they not treating you right. It's a lesson. You know, it's about self-discipline. Yeah, I love you, but I love me more. Then I'm going to cut your ass off because you're not giving me what I desire. What my heart desires, what I know I deserve. I got to beg you for it. Fuck you, like Yo Gotti said, because I'm not going to do it. Because I'm not going to do it. My worth is up here, and you're making me feel like I'm down here. What you won't do, somebody else will, baby. So let me get on out here and find me somebody else. Right? So the person has feelings, but they are not ready to explore them. King of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. Could be a Leo. Somebody's guarded. They ain't trying to let you in. The walls are up. That was their final judgment call. They dealing with fear. They got to deal with some lessons. Dark night of the soul. And right now, baby, he ain't ready for a woman like you. It ain't you at all. It's he's not ready to be who he was born to be. And don't worry, because my emperor is still in the same token. But when the Lord and the things have to happen, you see what I'm saying? But that don't mean you got to sit by and wait on it. That don't mean you sit by and take it in the meantime. You do what you got to do for you. That makes you feel better. That makes you feel encouraged. That makes you be the best version of yourself. And a man sitting here making you feel like you ain't good enough and tearing you down does not help you be the best version. It helps you want to be depressed. It helps you want to do nothing. It helps you want to sit in the house and maybe not even take a bath every day. Shit, I'm just speaking from experience, okay? So don't let nobody take your joy. Don't let nobody tear you down. Don't let nobody keep you from your journey, okay? You be your own motherfucking, you be your own cheerleader if that's what it takes. You root for yourself every day if that's all you got, but you get where you going, okay? And nobody said it was going to be easy, baby. So you get your little, what are them little things that you see people hiking up the mountains with? Get them, because you need them on the journey. Get them ready. Keep them in your back pocket, because I got me a pair. You can't see them, but they right here. They invisible. So when I get on the mountain, baby, I get to throwing my shit in the mountain like this, because I'm not willing to fall down that mountain. I got to get up it, okay? And it's hard, but I'm getting there. I'm going to throw my things right here, and I'm going to hang a little if I need a break. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? Because it ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from overcoming things that try to keep me down. And that's what I love about myself, because, baby, I'm overcome. Everything that's meant to make me destroy me or not make me make it, I'm going to get through them every single time. So much love to you, Misty, and everybody. Thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope y'all have a blessed day and a Merry Christmas in case I don't come back and do any more videos before then. Okay? All right. Namaste, beautiful people.